The rain doesn't rush here. It lingers, like it.
These homes were built to listen to the mountains, even when the clouds speak softly.
When the rain falls from this high, it feels like the sky.
Every step echoes softly here, as if the ground answers back.
Warmth waits quietly behind these walls.
Water has learned this path by heart, falling the same way for centuries.
Even the fields bow their heads when the rain arrives.
Small colors hold their ground, even in endless gray.
They wait without complaint, trusting the valley to pass the storm.
Even the smallest lives know when to pause.
These paths were carved by patience, not haste.
The mountains disappear slowly, never all at once.
The village breathes through these small rivers.
Some places ask you to sit, not to move.
From above, the valley feels endless, like memory itself.
Even the ground learns how to mirror the sky.
Shelter is not fear, it's wisdom.
Life blooms anyway, quietly, without asking permission.
The rain never really leaves, it just learns to whisper.
And still, the valley stays, waiting for whoever walks slowly enough to feel it.
The valley fades and returns, like a quiet thought you never lose.
Every step carries a history written in stone. Water remembers this fall better than any map. The land drinks quietly, never asking for more. They wait, knowing the storm will pass on its own.
Even color learns patience here.
From above, the valley feels endless and gently held.
Silence lives between the raindrops.
Stillness is their shelter.
The village whispers through these small streams. The mountains choose when to be seen.
Shelter is not escape, it's understanding.
The earth mirrors everything it feels.
Even storms know when to soften.
Warmth waits quietly, never loud. The path always leads forward, gently. Life blooms without urgency.
The valley doesn't rush you, it walks beside you. Up here, the rain feels closer, like it knows your name.
These homes were built to face the weather, not hide from it.
Color survives here by learning how to wait.
Some paths don't ask where you're going, only that you slow down. Even the ground listens to the sky.
Shelter isn't silence, it's a softer sound.
The village breathes in clouds.
Every drop carries a moment.
The rain finds its own rhythm here.
Time settles into these walls. Nothing here ever truly stands still.
The village disappears, but never leaves.
Strength doesn't always stand tall.
The path reveals itself one step at a time.
Above it all, the sky listens.
And somehow, the rain makes everything feel closer. Here, the rain doesn't fall softly. It settles into the land.
These homes hold their ground, season after season.
The mountain doesn't move. It simply watches. Even the smallest things feel the weight of the sky.
The mountain chooses what it reveals.
They don't rush for shelter. They understand the rhythm.
The land stretches out, patient and wide.
The rain leaves its mark everywhere. From above, everything feels quietly connected. Every step feels earned here.
Knowing when to pause is its own kind of strength.
The mountain breathes through the mist.
The earth mirrors the mood of the sky.
Storms pass, but the mountain remains.
Warmth waits quietly inside.
Even the forest listens.
The view opens when you're willing to wait. Sometimes the mountain allows a glimpse.
And still, the land holds you, even in the storm. The valley welcomes the rain like an old friend.
Some structures don't stand tall, they stand long.
The audio features speaking over the sound of rain. The speaker delivers the line.
Even stone learns how to move.
The fall never reaches the ground the same way twice.
Stillness doesn't mean silence.
The sky lowers itself here.
Life grows where time slows. Each step feels carefully placed.
The valley finds new paths without asking.
The mountains decide what remains unseen.
Nothing stays perfectly still.
Even patience needs motion.
Beauty doesn't resist, it adapts.
The valley holds everything close.
Gravity tells the same story every time.
Forward feels quieter here.
The sky learns when to let go. The land exhales.
Some places don't end, they continue with you. Rain traces every line of this valley, slowly and honestly.
These homes stand where the land allows them. The valley opens itself without effort.
Falling doesn't always mean reaching the ground.
The sky lowers itself to listen.
Fragile things endure quietly.
Each step feels gently measured.
Waiting can be a kind of wisdom.
The valley breathes in layers.
Nothing stays whole for long.
The village speaks in quiet streams.
Time leaves marks, not scars.
Everything feels held here.
Shelter is a shared understanding.
Forward feels lighter with every step. Even heavy skies learn to loosen.
The land exhales slowly.
The valley never rushes your leaving. Up here, the rain feels closer, like it's part of the village.
These houses have learned how to stand with the weather.
Color stays, even when the sky forgets itself.
Distance disappears first up here.
The village speaks through movement, not sound.
Shelter is just another way of listening.
The clouds walk the streets before anyone else.
Every drop leaves something behind. Stillness becomes shelter.
The rain finds its rhythm, then keeps it.
The sky lowers itself without warning.
Some places ask you to stop, not sit.
Reflections don't last. Feelings do. Time settles gently into wood. Nothing here ever truly stops. The village appears, then waits.
Strength doesn't always stand upright.
The path only shows what you're ready to see.
Above it all, the sky listens quietly.
And still, the village holds its calm. The rain spreads slowly here, like it knows where to rest.
These homes were placed with patience, not haste. The mountain doesn't speak, it observes. The mountain decides how much it reveals. They don't resist the weather, they accept it.
The land stretches without urgency.
Rain leaves quiet signatures everywhere.
Everything feels held from above.
Progress here is felt, not measured.
Knowing when to pause is a kind of wisdom.
The mountain breathes through mist.
The earth remembers every drop.
Storms pass, stone remains. Warmth waits without calling.
Even the forest listens.
Time moves slowly through wood.
The view opens when you wait.
Sometimes, the mountain allows itself to be seen.
These walls have listened to storms longer than we have.
The land doesn't hurry the weather.
Even stone learns how to bend.
never the same twice.
Calm isn't absence, is acceptance.
The sky leans closer here.
Each step feels carefully placed.
The valley redraws itself quietly.
The mountains choose what stays hidden.
Nothing holds its shape for long.
Stillness needs movement too.
Strength doesn't always stand upright.
Everything feels gently held.
Gravity tells the same story every day.
Forward feels quieter here.
Waiting can be a form of trust.
Distance disappears gently here.
Shelter is just another rhythm of the storm. The clouds walk the streets before anyone else.
Reflections don't last. Feelings do.
Time settles gently into wood.
Everything here keeps moving, softly.
The village appears, then waits.
Strength doesn't always stand upright.
The path only shows what you're ready to see.
And still the village keeps its calm. The rain spreads slow.
The mountain doesn't speak, it observes.
Every small thing carries the weight of the sky.
The mountain decides how much it reveals.
They don't resist the weather, they accept it.
Everything feels held from above.
Progress here is felt, not measured.
Knowing when to pause is a kind of wisdom.
The mountain breathes through mist.
The earth remembers every drop.
Storms pass, stone remains.
Warmth waits without calling.
Even the forest listens. Time moves slowly through wood. The view opens when you wait. Sometimes, the mountain allows itself to be seen.
And still, the land carries you forward. The valley narrows, and the world feels closer.
Everything feels gently held.
Gravity tells the same story every day.
Forward feels quieter here.
Even heavy skies learn to let go. The land exhales slowly.
Rain sketches quiet paths through the heart of the valley.
Warmth survives here by staying humble.
The valley opens itself without asking anything in return.
Water remembers every contour.
Falling doesn't always mean arriving.
Life continues, even when the sky is heavy.
The sky lowers itself to listen.
Fragile things endure quietly. Each step feels gently measured.
Waiting becomes a form of trust.
The valley breathes in layers.
Nothing stays whole for long.
The village speaks in quiet streams.
Time leaves marks, not scars.
Everything feels gently held here.
Shelter is a shared understanding.
Forward feels lighter with every step. Even heavy skies learn to loosen. The land exhales slowly. Up here, the rain feels like a companion, not a storm. These balconies hold color, the way memories hold warmth.
The village reveals itself, only a little at a time.
Water always knows where to rest. The sky lowers itself gently here.
Shelter isn't escape, it's understanding.
The rain sets a rhythm you can walk to. Every drop carries a quiet moment.
Stillness becomes a form of shelter.
The village breathes in clouds.
Reflections never stay long.
Everything here keeps moving, quietly.
Time settles into these walls.
Empty spaces hold their own stories. Strength doesn't always stand upright.
The climb feels gentler in the rain. The village disappears, then returns.
Above it all, the sky listens.
Even storms know when to soften.
And still, the village keeps its calm. The rain does not rush here. It lingers.
Each step feels softer in the rain, as though the valley itself is guiding you forward.
Rain reveals the true scale of the mountains, reminding us how small and how safe we are beneath them.
Even the animals know the rhythm of the rain, waiting patiently, trusting the valley to provide.
Beauty here is never loud. It simply endures, even under the heaviest rain.
When clouds fall this low, the sky feels close enough to touch.
Life pauses, but it never stops, not even in the rain.
Every drop finds its way home, just like we do.
Warmth exists, even when the world feels cold.
The valley teaches patience to all who live within it.
Time moves differently when every sound is gentle.
The mountains breathe deeper when the rain arrives.
Even the smallest things listen to the rain.
Bridges here connect more than land. They connect moments.
Shelter is not just walls. It is belonging.
Reflections remind us that beauty exists even when distorted.
Life continues, unbothered, unafraid.
Sometimes the rain whispers instead of speaks.
These small moments are the heartbeat of the valley.
In the rain, the valley feels eternal.
Here, the rain feels ancient, as if it has been falling since the valley was first carved from stone. Walking here feels like moving through a living memory.
Stone remembers every drop that has ever touched it.
The animals trust this place, even when the sky opens. The valley never shows itself all at once.
Even the smallest sounds feel amplified here.
Water finds 1,000 paths down the mountain. Even in silence, the valley listens.
The earth feels softer underfoot, more forgiving.
is where gravity becomes visible.
Color survives even the darkest skies.
Instinct knows where to wait.
Looking up here reminds you how small worries truly are.
Time slows when you watch water fall.
The valley reveals itself only when it chooses.
Reflections carry the sky down to earth.
Even animals seem to sense the scale of this place.
Everything moves except the mountains.
This is the sound of the valley breathing.
In the rain, the valley feels endless.
Here, the mountains do not hide from the rain. They welcome it.
Every step feels grounded, as if the earth is holding you steady.
The mountain wears the rain like a memory.
Life continues gently, even under heavy skies.
Warmth here is built into the land itself.
Fragile things endure more than we expect.
Depth here is measured in silence, not distance.
Even the smallest lives wait out the storm. Everything here knows where it belongs.
The mountain shows itself only in moments.
Shelter here is shared without words.
Beauty lingers longer in the rain. Rising above the clouds feels like breathing again.
The land drinks deeply. Strength here is quiet and constant.
Even reflections feel alive.
Some sights demand attention, even from animals. The rain softens every edge.
Some places do not need the speak to be understood.
In the rain, Grindelwald feels timeless.
In Wengen, the rain feels closer, as if the sky has leaned in to listen.
Without cars, every sound belongs to the rain.
Warmth here survives quietly, even under gray skies.
Small lives adapt quickly to mountain weather.
The village feels like it's slowly exhaling.
Even color feels softer when washed by rain.
Wengen fades gently into the clouds.
Reflections here never stay still for long.
Even at the village edge, life remains unhurried.
The sky feels heavier here, but never threatening.
Time leaves its mark gently. The village moves at the pace of weather. Life adjusts, moment by moment.
Beauty here never tries to stand out.
Everything eventually finds its way downward.
Silence feels natural here.
Warmth never stays visible for long. From above, Wengen feels protected.
In the rain, Wengen feels like home. The valley welcomes the rain, like an old friend returning home.
Every step feels slower here, and somehow more meaningful.
The mountains do not resist the rain, they absorb it.
Patience is learned early in places like this.
The valley reveals itself slowly, layer by layer.
Small details carry the weight of the storm.
Everything here moves with purpose.
Even stillness feels alive in the rain.
The valley speaks through movement.
This is where rain becomes force. Instinct always knows where to wait.
Warmth survives, even when unseen.
The land drinks deeply and without complaint.
Moments like this never last long.
Reflections are stories that disappear quickly.
Some places demand attention without asking. Change happens everywhere, except the stone. This is the sound of belonging.
In the rain, the valley feels eternal.
The valley holds the rain, the way a memory holds emotion.
Walking here feels like moving through a quiet thought.
The mountain never keeps the rain to itself.
Calm is learned early in places like this.
The valley never reveals everything at once.
Even the smallest moments feel complete.
Water always finds another way down.
Stillness here is never empty.
Everything knows where it belongs. Gravity becomes visible here.
Instinct always chooses patience.
Beauty never asks for attention.
Looking up here rearranges your thoughts.
Time slows when watched closely.
Moments like this never last long.
Reflections are brief conversations.
Even animals feel the scale of this place. Everything changes except the stone.
This is the valley breathing. In the rain, the valley feels infinite.
In Grindelwald, the rain feels powerful, but never overwhelming.
The ground here seems to welcome every step.
The mountain holds its silence with authority.
Calm survives, even under heavy skies.
Warmth here is quiet, but dependable.
Fragility does not mean weakness.
Distance here feels emotional, not physical.
Even the smallest lives adapt without complaint.
Everything here knows its direction. The mountain reveals itself only when it chooses.
Shelter is understood without words.
Beauty stays longer when it isn't rushed.
Rising above the clouds feels like breathing again.
The land accepts everything it's given.
Strength here is quiet and constant.
Reflections never stay still for long.
Some sights command attention without sound.
Some places don't need to explain themselves.
In the rain, Grindelwald feels unshakable. Without engines, the village breathes more clearly.
Warmth here exists quietly, never demanding attention.
The village seems to lean gently toward the clouds.
color softens, but never disappears.
These walls have learned patience over centuries. Here, the village slowly gives way to silence. Every reflection tells a different story. Calm does not depend on weather.
The sky feels close enough to touch.
Time leaves gentle marks here. The village moves only as fast as the weather allows. Life adjusts one moment at a time.
Beauty never rushes here.
Everything eventually moves forward.
Silence feels natural here.
Warmth never stays visible for long.
From above, Wengen feels sheltered.
In the rain, Wengen feels gently alive.
The valley feels quieter when the rain settles in. Every sound feels closer in the rain.
The mountains seem to listen as much as they speak.
Patience comes naturally here.
The valley reveals only what it wants you to see.
Small details carry the weight of history.
Everything here is connected. Stillness holds its own kind of movement.
The valley speaks softly through motion.
Instinct knows when to wait.
Warmth lingers, even when unseen.
The land receives everything without resistance.
Some moments pass almost unnoticed. Reflections never stay long.
Awareness feels deeper in the rain.
Everything changes, except what truly lasts.
Here, the rain feels older than memory, as if it has always belonged.
The ground gives way softly, reminding you to slow down.
Rain. The mountain never keeps the rain to itself.
Calm settles in long before the storm passes.
The valley chooses how much it reveals.
Small moments
feel complete here.
Water never chooses just one path.
Stillness carries its own energy.
Everything here knows where it's going. Gravity becomes visible in moments like this.
Instinct teaches patience better than words.
Beauty never asks to be noticed.
Looking up rearranges your thoughts.
These moments never stay long.
Reflections are brief conversations.
Even animals sense the scale of this place.
Everything changes except the stone.
This is the valley breathing. In the rain, the valley feels infinite.
In Grindelwald, the rain feels strong, but never harsh.
Every step feels grounded, as if the mountain is steadying you.
The mountain holds its silence with confidence.
Calm does not disappear when the sky darkens.
Warmth here is quiet, but constant. Fragile things endure more than we expect.
Distance here feels emotional, not physical.
Even the smallest lives adapt without hesitation.
Everything here knows its direction.
The mountain shows itself only in moments. Shelter is understood without words.
Beauty stays longer when it isn't rushed.
Rising above the clouds feels like breathing again.
The land accepts everything it's given. Strength here is quiet and constant.
Reflections never stay still for long.
Some sights demand attention without sound.
The rain softens every edge.
In the rain, Grindelwald feels unbreakable.
In Wengen, the rain feels like a quiet companion.
Without engines, every sound has space to breathe.
Warmth survives quietly here, quietly here.
Small lives adapt without hesitation.
Color softens, but never disappears.
These walls have learned patience.
Here, the village slowly gives way to silence.
The sky feels close enough to touch.
Time leaves gentle marks here.
The village moves only as fast as the weather allows.
Life adjusts one moment at a time.
Beauty never rushes here.
Silence feels natural here. Warmth never stays visible for long.
From above, Wengen feels sheltered. In the rain, Wengen feels gently alive. Rain doesn't rush here. It lingers.
The valley breathes with the rain, every drop feeding something older than us.
Even the ground remembers every step ever taken.
Life slows, but it never stops. It simply waits. Water writes the same story again and again, and the mountains listen.
Warmth lives quietly behind these walls.
Every path here knows where it leads, even in the rain.
The valley holds silence like a promise.
Beauty doesn't resist the rain. It welcomes it.
Strength here is gentle, never loud. Some roads ask nothing from you but patience. Homes breathe, even when the sky weeps.
Even in the rain, the sky is never closed.
Time moves quietly here.
The land feeds those who respect its rhythm.
The forest whispers when the rain listens.
Power doesn't need noise to be felt. Every door here has heard 1,000 storms. When the rain falls here, the world feels complete. The rain teaches patience, one drop at a time. The land drinks deeply, grateful and silent. Here, no one fears the rain.
Every reflection holds a second world.
The mountains speak in falling water.
Small lives find shelter in simple places.
Life grows quietly where no one looks.
Distance feels closer in the rain.
Every crossing is a moment of trust.
Homes feel alive when the weather listens.
Every drop leaves a mark, even if briefly.
The forest lowers its voice in the rain.
The valley holds everything gently.
Warmth exists, even in cold rain.
Light waits patiently behind the storm.
The air itself feels alive.
Night arrives gently here.
Some places don't end. They simply fade into silence.
In this valley, the rain feels like an old friend. The land opens its arms to every falling drop.
These walls have learned how to wait.
The rain gives them pause, not fear.
Every step feels slower here.
The mountain never rushes its story.
Growth happens quietly.
Distance feels kinder in the rain.
Every crossing carries a breath of trust.
They move with the rhythm of the land.
Warmth always finds a way out.
Every drop arrives with purpose.
The forest lowers its voice.
The valley holds everything gently.
Warmth survives, even the coldest rain.
Power can also be gentle. Night arrives without hurry.
Some places don't fade. They settle into you.
Morning arrives quietly when the rain leads the way.
The earth listens before it answers.
Fragile things endure more than we expect.
Stillness is a kind of strength.
The rain redraws every familiar path.
Some voices never grow tired.
Survival can be gentle.
Life finds space wherever it's allowed.
The world feels closer when edges disappear.
Movement doesn't always mean leaving.
Warmth always finds a way to rise.
Every moment touches another.
The forest asks nothing, only attention.
The land remembers before we do.
Time presses gently here.
Motion becomes meditation. Light grows warmer as the sky grows quiet.
Here, the rain never feels alone.
Every corner of this place.
The valley exhales slowly. Shelter is felt more than seen.
The road moves even when we don't.
Gravity tells the same truth every time.
Survival often looks quiet.
Life grows without asking permission. The horizon learns to let go.
Movement feels lighter near water.
They trued the pause. Warmth never stays hidden long.
Even water knows where to go.
The forest slows your thoughts.
Scale feels gentle here.
Warmth survives in motion.
Time presses softly against these walls.
Sound becomes memory.
Evening feels closer in the rain.
Some places don't speak, they remain.
The rain softens even the hardest corners.
Everything here learns to move together. Beauty never asks for shelter. Waiting can be peaceful.
But the path always knows the way down.
Gravity writes patiently.
Even light bodies endure heavier skies.
Distance becomes gentle.
Movement doesn't always mean leaving.
They trust the rhythm.
Warmth resists even in storms.
Every moment touches another.
The forest slows your breath.
The land remembers quietly. Warmth moves with them.
These doors have heard many storms.
Sound becomes calm.
Evening arrives softly.
Some places stay with you.
The rain finds its way, just like we do.
Nothing here resists the weather.
Comfort feels closer when the world is quiet.
They know when to wait.
The rain redraws the map.
Power doesn't rush here.
Small decisions matter in the rain.
Distance feels forgiving. They move when it feels right. Repetition becomes peace.
The land keeps its balance. Warmth moves with them.
These frames remember seasons.
Sound settles the heart.
Night arrives without noise.
The rain doesn't interrupt life here, it joins it.
The land accepts everything without complaint.
Even cold metal learns to soften.
Together feels warmer.
The path listens as much as it leads.
Some things appear only when you slow down.
Balance is learned moment by moment. Growth follows patience.
The world feels gentler without sharp edges.
Thirst waits for the right moment.
Warmth always leaves a trace.
Every drop answers another.
The forest holds your thoughts for you.
The land never separates itself. Progress doesn't need speed.
Clarity comes and goes. Light feels closer at night.
Here, nothing needs to prove itself.
The land never asks for more than time.
These details carry the weight of years.
Routine becomes comfort.
Every street remembers the way home.
Some truths arrive gradually.
Rest can be found anywhere.
Growth never asks permission.
Distance becomes gentle.
The sound of water steadies the mind.
They wait without worry.
Warmth always finds a way upward.
Every moment touches the next.
The forest keeps your pace slow.
The land holds its balance.
Warmth moves with life. These thresholds have been crossed before.
Clarity comes quietly.
Light feels closer at dusk.
The rain never rushes what already belongs.
The land accepts every season without question.
Even waiting has movement.
Stillness is a form of trust.
The path remembers where it's been.
Some sights appear only when you wait.
Balance is learned moment by moment.
Life fills every small space.
Distance feels kinder here. Emotion finds its own tempo.
They wait without doubt.
Warmth always leaves a trace. Every moment answers another.
The forest holds your pace.
The land keeps its balance.
Warmth moves gently. Time presses softly here.
Clarity arrives quietly.
Light feels closer at night.
Here, nothing needs to hurry.
Valley breathes without effort.
Time moves one drop at a time.
Calm is learned by staying.
Even water chooses a path.
The mountain never repeats itself.
Safety can be simple.
Life fills the smallest gaps.
The world feels kinder without sharp lines.
Some crossings are meant to be slow.
Stillness holds its own strength.
Warmth always finds the air.
Every moment meets another.
The forest carries your pace.
The land holds its shape. Clarity arrives gently.
Light feels closer after rain.
Here, the world learns to rest.
The rain erases the need to rush.
The valley breathes in long, calm moments.
Time reveals itself, drop by drop.
Calm comes from knowing where to stand.
The road listens as much as it leads.
The mountain never speaks twice the same way. Rest is found where you stop looking.
Life settles where patience lives.
Distance feels kinder here.
Movement finds its own rhythm.
Waiting is not wasted time.
Warmth always leaves a trace.
Every moment touches the next.
The forest carries your pace.
The land holds its balance.
Walk me gently.
These thresholds have waited before.
Clarity never arrives all at once.
Light feels closer after rain.